Can somebody get that Aggie over there for me, please? Thank you. Just like any student. Say good evening to everyone and welcome to our board meeting this evening. A little housekeeping. We're going to ask everyone if you would be kind enough to turn your phones off or put them on silence, please. We'll get Ms. Porter. We'll do an invocation for us. For those of you who would, if you would please stand. Place the flag, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now the Texas flag. Under the Texas flag, I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. Thank you very much. Okay. Public comment, Mr. Superintendent.
Item number 4 on the agenda, public comments, open forum. We did have an individual sign up, Ali Hunt and Savi, if I say it wrong, correct me, Savi Haddix. If you'd come up to the podium, please. And while they do that, they'll probably have to email their presentation to him. We'll take care of it. If anyone else is here that would like to sign up to speak the 3 minutes in public forum, you can do so. If not, then we will give them time to get their presentation emailed over.
Anyone online, Matt? Is there anyone online? Thank you. If you ladies need a few minutes, we can skip and come back to you. Would that be okay?
We'll come back.
Okay, we'll come back.
Item 5, construction update. That's on page 7 in your board book. Scotty Lewis is here to present.
Good evening, board and Mr. McCandless. This will be real short because not a lot's changed in the last month. So on the staff development, admin building, they were able to get back and do the final test and bounce. I'm waiting for the report. And also the commissioning, they were able to come over and do some of the commissioning, but it's not finalized yet. Also, Huckabee came over and verified some of the punch list items. There's still some items still outstanding. And I'll be honest, ICI is doing a lot of summer work, so I'm not saying that they're not being responsive, but it's not getting, we're going to see more activity in the fall probably. And then the project closeout, as far as all the paperwork that they have to do, they're real close. We were supposed to have a meeting Tuesday. I apologize. I would probably know a little bit more information, but with last week, everybody was down. On the satellite service center, there's a lot of the similarities. There wasn't a lot of work that happened, but there was some work. We were able to have a meeting Friday afternoon, and so I was able to get an update. The final grading of the site is complete. The electric service is complete. We're waiting on Entergy, the connection with Entergy. And we're working through that with Brian and with the contractor to try to get that expedited. The fencing is nearly complete. There's a few minor things that still need to be done. Also, the data security, it's near completion. I do know that Duke was out there yesterday, and the concrete around the building is ongoing, and there's one piece in the back that they still need to do. The air conditioning units will be installed. Brian has them. They will be installed when that concrete is completed and cured out. And then the furniture installation was to start yesterday. And that's kind of what the building looked like a couple of weeks ago. As far as the other projects over at Northside, the traffic signal is pretty much complete, but we're waiting on TxDOT. They need to go get electric service. I copied Mr. McCandless on an email. I can tell you that TMP has reached out to TxDOT multiple times. I reached out to them as well. It's TxDOT. I don't know what to say. As far as the middle school, elementary school, I think we're complete, but there were a few minor items, and I didn't get an update in the last couple of weeks. And then the rest of the projects are complete. There is any questions?
No, on baseball, softball, when you, at the parking lot, going to the field itself, there's a low area there.
Is that where that?
The water
That's
puddles.
where that easement's
That
at.
easement. So it's nothing we can do about
There's
that.
nothing we can do about it.
We can't even raise it? Okay.
I'll talk to you after the meeting.
Okay, I understand. Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next item, item 6, reports, superintendent's report. I do not have much to report tonight since we are not in school. We'll move on to number 1. The 2024-25 Meet the Indians and Meet the Teacher schedules on page 17 in your board book. South District Convocation will be at 8 a.m. on August the 5th at Cleveland High School. And then the North District Convocation follows at 12 p.m. Again at Cleveland High School. Transportation has arranged to transport all staff from their campus or office to our 2 different convocations. We are big enough now, we must have 2 separate convocations. First day of instruction is August the 6th. And for the staff, we have counted the days, and we have 12 work days, just 12 work days before students come. So that means I bet some of us will be up here on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. But we look forward to the students returning. It's going to be a great year. And drove around during the hurricane and saw some students, and they had smiles on their face and said, "Are y'all ready for school?" No. So, but they were in great spirits. Items B and C, you have financial reports on page 18 and campus and department reports on page 23. If you have any questions, department leaders are here.
Be no questions? Are you ready? Okay, just hold on just a second. We'll finish this and then we'll get you. Okay. Yeah. Okay, any questions on the financial report? No questions? Entertain a motion to accept.
I make a motion.
Have a motion to accept.
Second.
Ms. Porter, second by Ms. Pena. Any questions? There be no questions. All in favor? Motion passes 6-0.
Thank you, Mr. President. We'll go back to public comments. Item 4, we do have Allie Hunt and Savvy Haddix. They're here with Dancers Without Borders Initiative. If you'll come up to the podium, please.
Good evening, everybody. We are here to talk to you about our non-for-profit titled the Dancers Without Borders Initiative. To start with introductions, my name is Allie Hunt. I am a current student of Kingwood High School as well as a member of the Kingwood Phillies dance team. I have a connection to this area because my parents, Brandy and Trey Hunt, are from the Cleveland area, and I would love to be able to give back to this community.
Hi, my name is Savvy Haddix. I'm also a student at Kingwood High School and a part of the Philly dance team. I hold various leadership positions throughout my community, and I enjoy helping others. Our purpose is to expose elementary students in the Colony Ridge area to fine arts through free introductory dance classes.
So, our mission statement is the Dancers Without Border initiative strives to provide joy and hope through learning the art of dance. This is our fundraising slide. However, I would like to emphasize with this slide that all fundraising will be done by myself or Savvy or the Kingwood Phillies, and we do not need any money from the district. We are doing these fundraisers so that way we are able to ensure that the program is free for all participants, as this is a non-for-profit and we don't want anybody to have to worry about any fees.
This is our general timeline, so just going through it quickly. We're thinking that August through December of 2024, we will hold monthly pop-up dance clinics. January through May 2025, we will continue those pop-ups and also begin weekend classes. Summer 2025, we are hoping to offer dance camps spanning multiple days for the students. And then next school year, we hope to provide weekly after-school dance classes that are also incorporating end-of-semester recitals. Our needs from you would be a facility to host the classes, access to advertise throughout the district, and your approval.
Okay, so that concludes our presentation, and if you guys have any questions after this meeting, you can reach myself or Savvy at our emails, as well as our sponsor, Andy Lewis, at her email. She is a dance instructor and a director of the Kingwood Phillies. Are there any questions?
I do have one question. First of all, thank you for what you young ladies are doing. I want to commend you on that. Are you going to need facilities from our district to hold your classes?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Preferably the elementary schools.
Okay. That shouldn't be a problem. Okay? All right. Anyone else?
How many adults will be attending these pop-ups and weekend classes?
We will have our sponsor there at these pop-ups, Andy Lewis.
Anyone else? Thank you, ladies. Well,
No, ma'am, but depending on the, right now we're just trying to gauge interest, but we will be meeting with our sponsor regularly to be able to determine the class sizes, but as of right now, there is no limit.
great. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Item 7, consent agenda items. Board, I will read all items at once since they are consent, and then you may take action. Item A, approve bills and payroll on page 25. Item B, approve the investment report on page 213. Item C, approve the minutes of the public hearing and regular meeting of June 17th, 2024 on page 218. Item D, approve the CISD Board of Trustees 2024-25 regular meeting calendar. That's on page 228. Item E, affirm the 2024-25 student handbook. It's on page 229. And item F, affirm the 2024-25 employee handbook. That's on page 362.
At this time, we'll entertain a motion from items A through F. Motion by Mr. Searles. Second by Ms. Brooks. Are there any questions? There be no questions. All in favor? Ms. Porter? Okay. 6-0. Thank you.
Item 8, considered agenda items. Board, I will read individually. Item A, consider approval of the 2024-25 Student Code of Conduct. That is on page 477. And if you do have questions, Dr. Sanford is here to answer those questions.
Entertain a motion. Motion by Coach Searles,
Second.
second by Ms. Pena. Are there any questions? There be no questions. All in favor? Motion passes 6-0. Next item.
Item B, consideration and approval of a resolution to compensate employees for days missed as a result of Hurricane Beryl aftermath. It's on page 540.
Motion, please.
Motion.
Motion by Ms. Porter. Second by Ms. McNair. Any questions? There be no questions. All in favor? Motion passes 6-0. Item C.
Item C on page 542, discussion and possible action regarding endorsing candidates nominated to fill a position on the TASB Board of Directors.
We have three possibilities.
Board, we have three. The first one is Rose Avalos with Aldine ISD. The second one is Kelly Hodges with Spring ISD. And the third one is Angie Hanan with Fort Bend ISD.
Okay. These has already been approved.
You just select
Yes.
one, yes.
Okay, we have a total of three, Rose, Kelly, and Angie. Do you need to know what districts they're from again, so we can make a vote? I need a vote in selection, please.
Angie Hanan.
One vote for Angie Hanan. Okay.
Right here also.
Okay, then what we do, we're nominating Angie Hahn. So it's been nominated by Ms. Porter, second by Ms. McNair. Any questions? Any other nomination? There be no other question, no other nominations. All in favor? Motion passes 6-0. Thank you, Board.
You need these. Give those to them. All right. Item D on page 552. Consider approval of change order 01 from Millennium Project Solutions for the South Service Center project.
I'm sorry, Mr. Superintendent,
It's okay, Mr. President. It's item D, consideration of approval for the change order for the South Service Center project. It is on page 552.
Okay. Entertain a motion for item D. Motion by Mr. Searles.
Second.
Second by Ms. Pena. Are there any questions? There be no questions. All in favor, please. Motion passes 6-0. Item E.
Item E on page 568, consider approval to award district-wide request for proposal RFP 24-08 for college and career readiness software and related items.
Motion for item E.
Motion.
Motion by Ms. Pena. Need a second? Second by Coach Searles. Are there any questions? There be no questions. All in favor? 6-0. Item F.
Item F on page 580, consider approval to award secondary education request for proposal RFP 24-09 for career and technical education program for summer school 2023-24.
Entertain a motion for item F, please. Motion by Coach Searles,
Second.
second by Ms. Pena. Questions?
I'm sorry, did you say for the current summer school?
It is printed as the 2023-24 school year, career and technical education program for the summer school. It's possible Dr. Roeder or Ms. Billingsley might be able to respond to the 23-24 year being noted. Just come up, please.
So in January, we had this amazing idea to host this summer school opportunity for CTE because we find a deficiency among especially our middle school students, learning what's available in Cleveland and what to pick for high school. So we applied for a grant that was available through TEA. That award was supposed to come out late March, early April. On the day of graduation, we found out it was approved. So we had to change our plans for June and move them into July. So what we're hoping to do is a 4-day camp. We're going to take the students to businesses outside of Cleveland to see this is the program at Cleveland High School that we're offering. This is a business associated with it to kind of give them ideas on what they want to do when they get ready to graduate.
Thank you, Dr. Roeder.
Thank you, Dr. Roeder. Any other questions? If there are no other questions, all in favor? Motion passes 6-0.
Item 9, TASB policy update. I will read through this quickly. It is the second reading and possible final approval. And Dr. Sanford and Mr. Fritz are here to assist if needed. It is on page 586. Final approval of TASB policy update 123 regarding local policies BBD, which is board members, training and orientation. BBFA, ethics, conflict of interest, disclosures. CKC local, safety program, risk management, emergency plans. CKEA local, security personnel, commissioned peace officers. CQC local, technology resources, equipment. DCE local, employment practices, other types of contracts. DGBA local, personnel management relations, employee complaints grievances. EEH local, instructional arrangements, homebound instruction. EFA local, instructional resources, instructional materials. EFB local, instructional resources, library materials. FNG local, student right and responsibilities, student and parent complaints grievances. GF local, public complaints.
This is the second reading, and we need approval tonight on that. TASB policy update, please.
Mr. President, I move that we approve these policy updates.
Motion by Ms. Brooks, second by Coach Searles. Any questions on the policy? No questions? All in favor? Motion passes 6-0. Item 10 is executive session pursuant to the Texas Government Code, Subchapter D, Section 551.071, 551.072, and 551.074, and 551.076. At this time, we will adjourn for executive session, and the time is 6:24. And by the way, we do have a clock now.